We're back. Apparently, even though I pressed a couple of buttons on my TV remote, my TV was like, nah, you've had 4 hours of inactivity. Even though I'm literally playing the PS5. But whatever. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm gonna take me to the detention center. What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable, but it's clear she did it out of love for her brother. Still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom. I can't believe he killed Clay. Right, and murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand. That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Sir. The formal paperwork is yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity and uncover the truth by your own hand. I'm much obliged. They coming off? The day to part with these has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you?
Oh my god! Simon!
Please don't use a katana on me. I mean, just because you're innocent doesn't mean you haven't threatened us a few times beforehand. And you used your katana on us a few times. Ah, shit, what have we done? Maybe it's the sense of freedom, or the smell of blood. Sorry, maybe even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. I'm so glad I won't cry just yet. After all, we gotta try to finish. It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise. Prosecutor Blackwell, Mr. Wright, please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're not coming to the defense's bench with me. I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's a defendant. That leaves you, Apollo. But, are you sure you want me? I took leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed. And you're all I've got. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Apollo? Athena? Say it with all my heart now. I believe in your complete innocence. And now we're gonna prove it to the world. Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Hell yeah, Apollo. Ah, there's the man. There he is. Now this is the Apollo I know. Welcome back, Apollo. It's almost time for the trial to restart. But it looks like you have things well in hand. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office. But why? I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data recognition registered by a robot, and Detective Fulbright's background. Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks. I expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you excuse me. Okay, you two all set to go? You bet I am! Let's do this! This is it. The final battle. The murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident. And the case that ushered in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. I don't know why I'm using Apollo's voice. Destiny has called us to bring the one responsible for all it to justice today. December 20th, 5:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Let us now reconvene. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. Yeah, I'm live streaming, so you can listen to me live stream for a bit if you wish. You can listen to me live stream for a bit if you wish. Would you like to listen? Would you like to listen to me live stream?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you mind being heard on my live stream?
No, don't care.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Fair.
Should have been.
Fair. Right. Last section. Let's go. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. I didn't mention it. Although, back then I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his, though. Prosecutor Blackwood, with a 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes, I guess we can give a chit-chat for later. Ow, that was my leg. Ow. British, prison would bring in with this immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't just go away so easily, I guess. Bobby Fulbright! It's Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. Detective Fulbright, do you know why you have been called to give testimony? Yep, because there's only one reason I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice. In justice we trust. You can't follow that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What are you questioning and taking in my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey, I'm better than that no-good detective Gumshoe, at least. I mean, yeah. At least you actually did your job. Gumshoe? I'm sorry, pal. I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm just so hungry that I end up eating the evidence, pal. I'm sorry. He's acting exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. You must be feeling awfully confident. Right. If you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get with your testimony. Oh yeah, I'm playing the game with him in it. It's him. Yes, it's him.
Remember what I've been doing since 10 o'clock this morning?
What have you been doing since 10 o'clock this morning? Babysitting?
Watching kids.
Way.
Yes.
Babysitting, isn't it great? Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. Witness testimony. Come on then, detective. Let's see what you've got to say. I'm the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that the thing is like corporate. The lighter with their prints on it.
Saying this suspicions against you are completely false. How do when it is the real culprit?
That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I've made a big leap onto a ladder. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. Yeah, I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice just is.
Objection!
Don't make me bring out a dictionary on you. Yeah, please don't throw the book at me. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Let's just try to lose focus, alright? But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence!
Silence.
I don't want it.
Silence.
Violence. Oh, look.
Ooh, very pretty.
Pretty.
Slay girl, slay them nails. Oh my god, Queen, we need to slay those nails.
Why do you just went like that at me?
Can I just say, right? Anyone who's going to be watching my live stream from this point on is just going to hear all this and think, what the hell was he thinking?
Wait, could they hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
that's why I said, do you mind being heard on my live stream?
Oh.
Do you want me to
Is happening?
do you want me to turn you down?
I don't care.
Weirdo, she really is. Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, why am I turning into Arkman Ra? Do not cross this. Oh my god, I see you reaching across this line. Do not cross this line. If you've ever seen. What's the movie called? My friend is bullying me. What's the movie called? Night at the Museum. My name is Arkman Ra. I am the god of the Egyptians. Do give me the tablet. Give me the tablet, and I will let your friend go free. If you have an even ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it.
No,
Yes.
no. The kid is throwing food on the floor.
No. Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all.
President Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anybody have any objections?
That's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away and don't hold back.
Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination.
I am going to press and guess. The embodiment of justice? Those are just empty words. When they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true too? By wishing over and over? Alright, let's just move on.
Hold it!
Hold it! Oh, I love this. My arguments are hardly far-fetched. That's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. What we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. It's called the lighter with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it and the victim's blood. Yeah, that's true. But wait, Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright right, Dodo, especially about that lighter. He's right, but what exactly should I ask about? Let's ask about the position of the prints. Please tell the court about the position of the prints on the lighter. Because number of prints would make sense. 5. Whoa. They're around the same spot on either side as if you'd be holding it up. Suppose if it was used to light the room, it would be held that way. Could you please add that, to your that statement to your testimony? Where is Einleiter?
Objection!
No? Yes? No? I can't investigate it. So I can't really tell. Don't be absurd. I must have gotten it wrong. Can you at least tell me why you think so? In the art of the sword, you must slash your opponent before he draws his weapon. But in your case, you'd be struck down before you even touched your blade. Try to draw a faster. Nice time. Thought I'd like to see it in the meantime.
Yes, in the meantime, here's a strike against you.
Gee, how well they work together.
Hold it!
Then please tell us more about the circumstances surrounding the latter. Well, I'd much rather expand on the topic of justice, but oh, alright. Let's see, what shall I ask about? About Aura. Please tell the court what you remember about Miss Blackwell at the time. She appeared to be really angry that the bombing commotion was disrupting her work. She even threw a robot at me. Yikes, that wasn't poor Klonko. Okay. This is very important information, isn't it? I'll just add this to the statement then. Why don't you let me decide that? It looks like he's sticking with Athena as the culprit. It doesn't help that he has the evidence. Let's press him on everything until he cracks. That's what I was doing, but I keep forgetting
Hold it!
that. You mean the lighter that was found in the Space Museum, is that right? The one and only. After Miss Sykes murdered Mr. Terran, she escaped into the Space Museum. That's when she probably dropped the lighter. Then, after the launch pads was... What? Cool. Then, after the launch pad was switched, she ran out of the Space Museum, where her image was caught by a security camera. Doom, 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 doom. Without evidence, I should probably save this fight for another time.
Hold it!
Yes, Miss Blackwell did mention she saw a lit lighter being held up. Yep, meaning the person Miss Blackwell saw is the owner of the fingerprints. Just strengthens the argument against Miss Sykes. This line of questioning is going to get me anywhere except conviction, and... should I ask him about something else? So, how many prints were found exactly? 3, the thumb, index finger, the middle finger, right hand. Your Honor, that is an important statement. Could we please have it? Swapped into my testimony? You got it. No. No, that would be left.
You beat me to it.
Ha ha ha! Be investigating. Be investigating or testifying. Speed is the key.
Objection!
Oh, what? Come on. There's like another piece thingy. It was the other way around. It was another piece of evidence.
Objection!
There we go. You say the prints were from a right hand, is that correct? That's right, very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Huh? What doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh? So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Yeah.
Right. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. With his claims don't even hold water.
Never mind. I hope you have a good explanation for this.
I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. Well, then why are they consistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it.
What have you got, detective?
The mirror. The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror.
Go on.
Blackwell was looking in through the window of Borderlands 1, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room, that's right, across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. Ah! So, you saying... Yes, the culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror.
Ah, I see. In that case, right and left would be reversed, wouldn't they?
Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice. Your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence.
Right, Donor, you'd soon nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it.
Huh? That's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Blackwell says she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? The emblem was only on one side of the lighter.
You're right. There's no emblem on the other side.
Exactly, as blank and smooth as a judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in the left hand, they would have covered the emblem.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. So sorry. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So the culprit had held it in the left hand with the emblem out invisible. They wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand. No! Come back, my beautiful contradiction.
It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit.
See how he withers before my flower of justice. He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. In justice we trust. Now do you see, I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. I mean, he surely really is a spy, but they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's so sad, so very sad, but I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit.
Hold it!
Detective
Fulbright, I believe you said the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? I knew it. You're lying, Detective. Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Justice Dono, you to use that cheat of yours again. It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. Okay. Okay, bye-bye-bye. Okay. Sure. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is the only side that you can see you held in the right hand. His hand tends to tensen quite a bit. Especially when he clenches his fist to be angry. He kind of gets that kind of Ace Attorney star that you see quite a bit. Feck. Other hand? Listen again. It was the hand, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
Gotcha!
Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Miss Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just... Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you? What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell.
I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine her lighter.
Yeah. Good. Now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Let's check every inch of this thing. Hello. Her back is covered with blood. See, do you notice anything funny about this blood stain? You're right, it suddenly breaks off unnaturally. Supposedly the lighter is held with the right hand with the emblem visible. So if so, the print should be around the emblem and on the lid where you open it. You're right, there's definitely something off here. It's hard to tell if the prints are from a right hand or a left just by looking. I don't think looking at each print with the naked eye will turn us anything new. The slider definitely hides a secret. I agree, let's check it out carefully. Obviously, it's the Earth emblem that we're looking at here. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. Is there anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look at this! The emblem's actually some kind of button. It's a gun! Fuck! Okay! That, cannot lie, actually pretty cool. That's new for Ace Attorney. And I'm here for it. Fair enough. I mean, I don't have much else to say about it, but you know, fair enough. A handle, a trigger. Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun. What? A gun? So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a .1 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene.
I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun?
So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster, that's right. Whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in a space museum, and then they brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out. Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where is your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. Proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene.
It would appear the detective is right.
Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. The person who fired the gun at Direct Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person that Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Terran, and the person who bombed the Space Center, are all a defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, the prints on the lighter are decisive proof. No! Now do you see? A man on the side of justice can't possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in this whole affair.
The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwill?
Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. But calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bad head.
Objection!
Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. It's proof you want, then it's proof you'll get. I'll prove this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours. Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things. It is indeed. Have a look at this.
What's this? A lighter?
Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Ah, yes, I just happened to compile a print data for everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. pretty sure he's been laying a big trap for us all along. There's got to be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? Anything got about where the prints are? Well, I guess if it was fired as a gun, that's about where the prints would be, but it's got to be something off. No, I guess I don't see anything strange about how the prints were left on the lighter. Nothing usual about the angle of the prints or how they are patchy in places, but... Are they really Athena's fingerprints? Well, they definitely match to print data. What about the data itself? Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes, what about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official?
Mr. Wright, are you suggesting the evidence might have been fabricated?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You damn saw the epitome of justice and integrity? There's no need for such antics.
Your Honor, I lent my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well then. Bailiff? Here's the official data is here.
The results?
It's just the defense claims. It proves that the prints on the bladder do not belong to the defendant.
Yeah.
Yes! But that belong to the victim. Mr. Clayton.
Do you not know what that particularly means? I cannot lie. Those are Clay's fingerprints on the lighter?
Ah, I see. Come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints?
I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all.
When you took the deceased fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off of his hand.
Ah! By your own admission, you're also the one who compiled the phony print data. Well, you put the blame on Miss Sykes. Ah! This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom as behind everything. You had to create an impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So, does this mean Detective Fulbright really used the Phantom?
Remember the killer's escape route? I am live streaming still, aren't I? Yes, I am live streaming still. Okay, good. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Yeah. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route.
Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand.
Alright, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom.
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already.
But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself.
An undercover investigator? That's less than wholesome to me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright.
That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him.
What?
if what you say is true, then who is the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Stark saw? It was a phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency light alert for him. I don't believe you. And I'm to explain the fabricated lighter. That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Planting the crime on Athena's site was just another one of the Phantom's orders. Oh, I love this music. And you expect me to buy that? Right, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen was giving them the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. And the Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that side profile you have on him. So he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a part of evil. A part of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. Says the number of organizations that want him dead. If people believe I was a Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Well, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the scene blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in this courtroom. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Do you really think he's gonna lie this way out of it now? On the surface, everything does seem to make sense. Oh, this could be bad, Mr. Wright. If we can't find a flaw in his logic... He's right. If we come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. There, I finally told the truth. Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. Oh. Serious, Fulbright. You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Black. Will you believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What? Have you seen that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence!
Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Yeah. Yes. So I recall the only sort of proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But... I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. The Prosecutor Blackwell! This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me. It actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Black, will you believe me? Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it is against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that? Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Such a bond of justice around, beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I'm not crying. Anyway, I can now hand a not guilty verdict with confidence.
Very good. I'm glad to hear it. Do 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 do. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up. And Miss Sykes will go free as well. Mr. Wright, we can't have a trial end here. If we do, the man who killed Clay will get away. I know, but... what do we do? Don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, this investigation waits. And with that, I'm off. Hold it. Oh, Avena. Alright. The defense... No, wait, not defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet. Would like to see this trial continue.
What? But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges.
Just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could, scooch over?
Yeah.
Athena, what are you doing? I hope we don't get held in contempt of court. I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you? Of course I am. I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these questions? I need to hear a single emotion behind any Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What? Does that mean... We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. I'd say with your special ability, we might just be able to stop him. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations.
Yes, well... Even with all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow.
He doesn't get counselling right away. Who knows what might happen to him? Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting?
Right, I think you'd better have that counselling.
Not you too.
You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom.
I'm just gonna save for a second. I don't know why, but this is getting a little troubling with the TV and all that. So I'm gonna save because I got a long ass way. I don't want the TV to shut off on me again.
Such as you're an undercover investigator and your family's been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it.
Oh, but I thought you believed me.
Oh, how you amuse me so.
What's going on here? That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
I knew you would catch on, Athena.
Huh? Mind filling me in here? Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? This time he was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright, because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions, like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. What? You two were working together just now?
Come now, Athena, show us what's inside Fulbright's heart.
You got it. Time to check the instant replay. Widget, mon ami, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go to a mood matrix therapy session. Nothing. 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 Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all? Just like I thought, I'm right with this phantom sleep profile. He does not like that. But this lack of emotion proves you're a phantom. That's not so good. Don't like that. Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold it. What do you think you're doing, detective? Me? I'm not doing anything. It's trying to hack into the Move Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. Gah! Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without thinking. More like as a spy. Thanks, Pussycat Blackwell. There, now you can't hack me anymore. How dare you try to hide the lack of emotions from us? Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you would have been very deeply with that accusation. What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading. Huh? He's literally carrying us a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Gah! Hey, now he's angry all of a sudden. What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as this is Dr. Zyke's profile of the Phantom. The subject is a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right? Precisely. Which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's a result of my daily training. It's an important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. More like for us spies. Seriously. But I wonder why he suddenly showed up several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide your exaggerated emotions, detective. I'm feeling I'm trying to hide. Let's go on. You're the ones who've been saying I'm a fan because I don't have any emotions. I'm just trying to show you the range of deep emotions you truly possess. You have no objections to me analyzing you, right? No, analyze away, but I'll state it again. I'm not the Phantom, and be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. You're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Ah, shit. Me and the Phantom? No way. I'm so sad. See, I told you I had emotions. I dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill me over a moon rock. Very interesting. Oh, how very interesting. Yeah, they all turn off. This one, however, sadness stays on the entire time. I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? In the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear, huh? A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh? And it was a response to the moon rock. Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear considering moon rock because your identity will be revealed. Of course, that's it. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information from So there's a number of organizations just want him dead. For people who believe I was a fan, I could kill him on Scott. Yeah. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. Did it fall right? I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that Moonwalker will somehow reveal our identity. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So there really is something about the Moonrock that would reveal his identity. But only so. Wait a minute, maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the Moonrock. More like he had to take it with him. Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity.
Hold it!
Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere. Just me, or is he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of those toys does he have? I'm gonna get myself some. Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this call right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the Moonrock? Injustice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. Yeah. And what was that just now? All human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from a psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts and analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era where evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the Moonrock anyway? Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Oh, really? And why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. Oh, Christ. Oh, no. All I hear is distrust. As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all I see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. But it's not like he's analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. Uh-oh. She's got Athena doubting herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom, has freed the hearts of many witnesses, and has been keen getting to the truth. What nonsense! Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to Moonrock.
I see. Very well, I will give the opinion of the court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is.
Oh, but, Your Honor... There, you see, nobody believes you in your trumped-up charges.
However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analyses can contribute to making the truth clearer. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already.
Surely you jest. So does this mean you won't accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to Moonrock. That is the court's opinion on this matter.
And that's a win for me. Now, we're for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology, my fears? Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence.
I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason by the Phantom would have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm not the one on the side of justice. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Right, Dono? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell, we have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed. By covering over Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well, for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us, and the Phantom, were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the law. But it's also our burden to cut away the foul spectre we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing. Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies always.
Hold it!
I was forced to testify over a silly little thing like feelings. Those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence. I hate to admit it, but he's right. Okay. Pressing guess, because I don't exactly have anything yet in family. Like, who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example. For example? Maybe? Maybe a more concrete answer than that. Maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I miss him so much. He's obviously lying. Look how upset I am. Isn't any wonder I'm allowed to follow the Phantom's orders?
Hold it!
You can't think of a single reason the Phantom might be afraid of the rock. I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How can someone like me with my wealth of emotions be expected to understand the guy? A Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big, like his cover getting blown big. I'm willing to bet the moon rock has something to do with his identity, but what? Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock. The fingerprints can be wiped off. And maybe he wanted the rock so bad he really literally drawed all that left his DNA.
Sweeting, but a spy here, Athena, not a slob. True. Maybe the DNA pod isn't too far off. Huh? Didn't expect to happen to him during the incident 7 years ago. I just know I have something to show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock.
Objection!
I cannot lie. Completely fucking guessed. There was a few things I had in mind. It was either going to be this, because it was Athena, you also used one of these to have the Phantom's hand during the incident 7 years ago, leaving DNA traces. The Hope capsule, because it was at the crime scene. Or, where's the other one? This. Because one thing that kind of weirded me about this is bit number 7K. It doesn't look like any of the other pieces. I have a slight feeling that's the moon rock. Because if you look here, moon rock. Maybe not, I don't know. But I had a few bits in mind, but of course, that's the knife the Venom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right. The exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again. This time you got him, didn't you? He did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. He was afraid that if the blood was analysed, his true identity would be revealed. Well, that explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene. You mean if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? I think I'm going to leave it off here for today. My throat is starting to hurt a small bit. But I think that's a good place to leave off, to be fair. Because we're now getting to the big crux of the problem. And, yeah. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really, really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!